Dear Diary, it is February 13th, Wednesday, day before Valentine's Day. Let's see, today I had sort of a doctor's appointment with the physician assistant. She went over the pump that my insurance does cover, the Medtronics. She kind of explained how it works. So I have a better understanding of the pump, basically. But since I can't get the T-Slim X2 or something, that works with the Dexcom G6 CGM, basically from my understanding, I would just have to do more manual work since the Medtronics pump and Dexcom monitor it's not compatible to work together. So, which is fine. But I guess right now I told her to wait off on ordering one for me because I think next week I have an appointment with a fertility doctor, so we will find out once and for all what is going on, like if there's actually something going on with me and or JR, and if there isn't, is it just because of my diabetes or just because we're now older, it's harder to get pregnant. So I feel once we find out that information in regards to fertility, I think I will have a better stance on if I want to get on the pump or not, because basically if we are not to get pregnant, then I could be on different type of medication than I am now for diabetes and also for my blood pressure and all that. It's just so I'm definitely the type of person that likes to know exactly. I hate the unknown, so like that's probably why I don't really like medicine field. It's just so much unknown. Like, oh, well, this drug is not okay to take while you want to get pregnant or while pregnant, but this one is okay, most likely, because we don't know. It's like, okay, that's not very comforting. And they're like, oh, well, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's because if something goes wrong, basically means I can't sue them, I'm sure. So that's fine. So putting that out of sight, out of mind, now having to figure out the fertility issue, I kind of want to know, like, if there's, I know this is bad to say, but I almost want to know, like, want something to be wrong. Because if there isn't anything to be wrong, then kind of makes me feel like what is wrong with me, right? Like it kind of puts my mood and my emotions down because now I'm lacking as a human being, a female human being in general, because part of being a female is to grow up, to have a family however way you want, but basically to procreate, to have a baby or babies. So yeah, that definitely doesn't make me feel any better about myself. So that's kind of why I'm not praying there's something wrong, but I'm just saying I kind of rather there is something wrong than there isn't. Because when there isn't, then there's another bigger question mark than there is, right? Because it's almost like if there is something wrong, then there is a cure or not cure. Like, you have routes to go. But when it's a bigger question mark of no, there isn't anything wrong, then it's like, okay, what the heck, right? Then we have to stay on this keep trying to get pregnant route. We're not just like normal people, or I'm not just like a normal healthy person who can just keep trying. I will have to stay on my current medication and keep trying. So yeah. Anyway, I know I'm just complaining, but I don't really know what else to do. But I will update more once we find out from our fertility doctor. I don't even know how soon we will, because like we go in as the first like consulting session. Do they do any sort of test? So apparently when JR made the appointment, they said I will have an ultrasound. And I'm like, what about other things? Like, don't they test like your temperature or seeing how many eggs? I don't know, right? Like how fertile. What does that even mean? I don't know. And then somehow, yes, it's always easier for men, right? You just have to know if your sperm is, what's the word they use, if it moves around a lot, and then if it's like not male shaped or whatever. So like basically for the male side there's less question marks. Alrighty, I guess that's it. Juggles Mail signing off.